Hey everyone, EnigmaCoinCollector here, and I have an itch, and the only way to scratch it is to hunt nickels. And that's what we're going to do today. So, on my live stream a few weeks ago, I got a box of nickels from a bank that I don't usually get nickels from, and it was great. 2 Silver War nickels, a buffalo, all kinds of stuff in there, a Black Beauty. Check out that live stream if you haven't already done so. So, went back to that same branch and said, do you have any more? And they said, absolutely we do. Same box code, same branch. Hopefully this yields the same result. There are a lot of older Jeffersons on the bottom, and I cannot wait to get this open. We'll be looking for buffaloes, Silver War nickels, semi-key dates, foreigns, errors and varieties, overmint marks, you name it, we'll be looking for it. If it's unique and interesting, I'll be bringing you in for it when we find it. So let's pop the top on this box of nickels and see what we have. And it is glued pretty well. There we go. And I don't see anything like usual on the top of the box. Some definite older Jeffersons right there. There's a 40-something. 46 right there, 46 ender. But nothing silver or buffalo or unique. But like I said, lots of older Jeffersons. So let's get this side tore off and let's get into these nickels, because nickels are my absolute favorite coin to hunt. And I want to hunt 50 rolls of them when we got them here. So bring it on the first find. Well, it's going to take until roll 5 to find our first find, but we are going to have one, and it's from the 40s, so that's good. A 1946 S, right? Let me look. Yeah, that is a 46S for sure. Very cool. 46S on the board. Hopefully there's more finds in the box. Guys, I'm on the same roll, and I just looked down, and I missed it. I missed a buffalo. Oh. No mint mark. Let's take a look at it together, though. That is so cool. What year is it going to be? We going to have a date? We are. 1937. Visible date. Worn. But a really, really cool find. A buffalo. Roll 5 in the box. That is cool. Next roll. Roll number 6. And we've got a next find right here. 1949. Out of Denver. Few coins later, we've got another find in this roll, 1952, so that's going to be our first from the 50s. This one's from Philadelphia. Roll 6, and the box is definitely heating up because I see one really old date that I'm just going to put under the scope and show you. Because we got a 1939 alert. We get a mint mark. This is a semi-key date. Alas, just a Philly. And no doubling. But still a 1939 nickel now in the box. And, yep, 1941 to go along with it. From Philly. So starting to stack up the finds nicely. Next roll, 2 coins in. Almost an ender. 1940 from Philly is our next find. Let's leave a spot for a silver if we find it. Roll 10, and we're going to add another find to the board already. 1941 again, out of Philadelphia. Same roll, and we're going to add 2 more finds that I missed. This one was flipped over, so we've got a 1940. That is a 1940S. Yeah, 1940S in the box. That's nice. So that's another 40s. And, yep, I see a 1954 D. Let me just check that. We check for the S over D. I do check for those. Not seeing it, but still, nice find to add to the board. Next roll, roll 11, and we've got another 40s. The 40s are really piling up. Another 1940 This one is out of Philadelphia. Roll number 17 is going to have two finds right back to back. First up, we've got this 1946 out of, is that Denver? Yes, Denver. And then we also have a 1954 out of Philly. Same roll, and I have one more find for you. It's a chewed up Philadelphia 1948, but it still counts for points, and that is cool. Next roll, roll 18, and we had that ender that I think I previewed at the beginning in 1946, Philadelphia. Roll 20, and I think we've got two finds here pretty close. I know this one for sure is a 1940 out of Philly, and this one just looks old. There's a mint mark. Yeah, 1941. Let me show you. 1941 S. Worn down, but still really cool. So 2 40s in that roll. It's pretty good. Roll 21. This box seems to be the box of 40s. You can see we've got 12 of them so far, and only 3 in the 50s, and we're going to add to that sizable lead with another 1946 from Philadelphia. Holy cow, for the 40s. Roll 22, and we've got a beautifully toned nickel here that I've already flipped over. It's a 1949. It's not the 1949S semi-keyed 8, but it's a 1949 Denver, which is still a really nice find and gets us on the board even more with those 40s. Next roll, and the 50s must have heard me because we've got another 50s find, a 1952 out of Philadelphia. Roll 26, and the 50s are continuing their push, 1958 out of Denver. But the 40s say not so fast. Another 40s here in roll number 27, 1940 out of Philadelphia. The 50s are trying to make a game of it, but man, they're just so far behind. But this one's going to add a 1957 from Philadelphia to the board. Can they catch up? I don't know. And another one, 1953. Pretty worn out of Philly. But that one counts as well. And the 50s, they're definitely pushing. Roll 30 was another ender. And yeah, 1946, another 46. I think I remember seeing this one at the beginning of the box, but either way, man, a lot of 40s, no silver yet. I'd like to fill that spot. Roll 31, another 1940 on the dot from Philly. Well, the box went through a little bit of a dry spell for this box. Might be common in a different type of box, but this one has really been producing. But I'm finally bringing you in on roll number 49. And I see a few candidates. Yep, this is going to be a 1948. Was there a mint mark on it? It's a Denver, so not semi-keyed 8. And then I'm just going to go through this. It's an 82. Yeah, 57. 1957 out of Philly. So 2 more finds to add, and you just check real quick. I don't think there's going to be anything else. If there is, I'll bring you back in. Well, we're on roll 45. We're finally going to get our first foreign, and of course, it's going to be from our friends up north in Canada. 1998 Beaver. Roll 46, and we're finally going to get a next find, and that is 1957 out of Denver this time. Roll 48, I believe, is going to have another 1948. Yep. Ooh. I need the scope for this one. 1948. There's something there. Ugh. That's kind of gross. There is a mint mark there, I think. Oh my gosh. 1948S, a semi-keyed 8 that is just crustified. 48S How about that? Semi-key date in the box, roll 48. That's really cool, but little bit on the ugly side. But hey, we will absolutely take that. Roll number 50 is going to give us a little parting gift. 1956. This one is out of Denver. So unless there's anything else, I will be giving you the recap here as soon as I get the score sheet printed up. And yeah, it was a really fun hunt, and we'll show you where we ended up with score-wise. Well, that box of nickels is done and dusted, and you know what? It was a really fun hunt. We did get a lot of finds in that box, definitely above average for my boxes. In fact, let me bring in the score sheet, and you can see that we had a whopping 18 nickels in the 40s, 10 from the 50s. Ironically, it's almost identical to my first box of the year, 54 to 54 and a half. Tons of finds in the 40s. But yeah, we had a ton of finds in the box, which was really exciting, and we had some keepers. So let's take a look at the finds that are of note. First one being this awesome 1937 Philadelphia minted Buffalo nickel. Last year Buffalo nickel, still really cool to find. Some damage on it, but I love finding Buffalo nickels in my boxes, so that was really exciting to see. And then near the end, now I did clean this up with some soap and water because it was so crustified, we'll call it, a 1948 S semi-key date nickel. Not in the best of shape, but anytime you can pull a semi-key date nickel out of a box, it's a good day. I did go through and check for all of the over mint marks, over dates, everything else, verified that I didn't have any semi-key dates or key dates lurking in the rest of the finds. No dice there. You can take a look at the rest of the finds there. The 139, always cool to find a 30s nickel in the box. Bunch of 40s and 41s. Didn't get any silver in this box, which is a little sad, but not bad considering we had that semi-key date in the Buffalo nickel. The rest of the finds from the 40s and from the 50s. Went through this, not really going to upgrade anything in my album or fill any spots, but all in all, it was a really fun hunt, and we can't forget our friends up north with that Canadian nickel. I hope you had fun watching this. I had fun hunting this. And remember, if you like this content and you want to see more like it, don't forget to click subscribe and click the bell to get notified when I release new videos. Appreciate a thumbs up. And if you got something to say, leave a comment below. And as always, remember, it's always a mystery until you crack open those boxes and you find out what you got inside. Thanks for taking the time to watch, everyone. Catch you on the next one.